take us through the gamut of the emotions and kind of what the day was like yesterday for you, kind of up and down, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you know, we're just really, it happened so fast and you're in a lot of conversation, so you go through a lot of emotions, but you just got to stay focused on the task at hand.
The bigger the program gets, the bigger accolades and all that stuff. I mean, the bigger guns are coming after you guys. That's part of the job, you know.
Yeah, you know, Oregon football's had a lot of success, and it has certainly evolved, and we're on a platform now that with the success we're having, the personnel on our program is always going to be sought after, and that's a good place to be. You know, we want to be an elite football program, and we're fortunate to be in that place. And one of the unintended consequences of that level of success is people are interested in how you're doing it, and that means they're going to be interested in the personnel.
So kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, you're excited that you're doing well, but you know, with that come the Sharks coming to get your guys.
Absolutely, and trust me, we'd much rather have the Sharks feeding on our successful coaches than we would have no one interested in what we're doing.
Anything you had to say to Chip? Did you have any discussion with him during when you first found out?
Oh, obviously, in these things we had plenty of conversations, but they were very positive, very professional, and you know, he's done a fantastic job. He's a great leader, as I've said many times. We're excited that he's decided to remain here.
Can you take us through the timeline from when? I understand Tampa Bay contacted you.
Yeah, roughly. I don't have it all committed to memory, but it was early last week. The general manager of the Buccaneers called, asked for permission, said Chip was on their list of candidates, and so it started from there.
And then when did you have an idea that he might actually take the job?
I knew that there was the discussions were ongoing over the weekend, and so that's when it heated up.
How close did it come to actually happening?
I don't know the answer to that. You know, that'd be a question that he'd have to answer. But the good thing is we had open dialogue the entire time, and so you know, we were working from both sides.
Was there a moment when you thought he was gone?
You know, I'm a realist by nature, so you know, there were some times that you know, I was concerned that that's something that intrigued him, and it'd be something he'd want to explore. Sure.
Has his contract changed at all?
No, it has not changed.
And have any other NFL teams asked to speak with him?
No.
Is everything business as usual now, back on the recruiting trail?
Yep, back on the recruiting trail, shoring up a class for February 1st.
Did he come talk to you about any, not conditions, but any requests about staff, about assistance?
No, you know, those are conversations that happen anyway. I was having conversations with Chip's agent before the Rose Bowl, and had a chance to sit down with his agent at the Rose Bowl just as a kind of end-of-year conversation. So those are natural conversations. None of those happened as a result of this request by the Buccaneers.
Did he talk to you all about his current staff remaining on here, or who the new head coach might be? Did he recommend anybody?
You know, he didn't make any recommendations, but he loves and respects his staff, so he was always very concerned about what would happen, not just with the coaches, but with the other staff that he's put around him. So yeah, we talked at a very high level about all of that.
Did he tell you what he meant when he said that he has unfinished business to take care of here?
Well, I think it was pretty clear. We didn't get much beyond that. I was pretty clear when he has unfinished business what he means, and that's he wants to continue to build this program. You know, 3 straight Pac-10, Pac-12 championships, 3 straight BCS bowl games, first Rose Bowl win in 95 years, 84 straight sellouts. I think unfinished business means continue that, to carry that forward.
Would you discuss potential replacements for Kelly?
No, you know, our focus was keeping Chip Kelly, and fortunately we did retain Chip Kelly.
Do you have a short list in mind just in case he were to leave?
You know, no, I didn't have to get to a short list at this point. Obviously, I've had the good fortune to work in this business and observe a lot of things, but if the time came that we had to put a list together, I think we would have one ready to go in a quick period of time. But, you know, I don't have one in my back pocket.
Do you know what made him change his mind to stay?
You know, again, you know, he's invested heavily in the success here, and I think he's got a strong relationship with the student athletes, with the coaches, and with the other staff. And I think he's committed, and as he said, he's got unfinished business. You know, one thing about Chip is he's very genuine. So when he says he has unfinished business, I think at the end that he probably weighed it all out, and you know, that's exactly what it was.
Any recruits that have decommitted because of this?
I don't, you know, I'm not in the recruiting mix, so the coaches would have to answer that question.
There was a lot of speculation on, you know, him maybe wanting to leave because of sanctions that might come down. Have you anything
Yeah, that was not a part of any discussion. You know, as we've said all along, that we're going to fully cooperate with anything that relates to the NCAA matter, and if there are any issues identified, we'll address them. But that was not a part of any discussion related to this.
You say you didn't have a short list that you in your back pocket, but now that you know Chip Kelly could be seduced by the NFL, will you have a short list?
Well, again, we're always going to be monitoring what happens in the industry in every position, whatever administrative position it does, whatever coaching position it does. But right now, again, our focus was making sure that we do everything we can to keep Chip Kelly as our football coach. As with any program, when that's not the case, we're going to be ready to move.
For like you kind of feel like you dodged the bullet here?
No, I don't necessarily think of it in those terms. I think, again, our program has evolved to where it's at a very elite level. This is going to happen. This is an unintended consequence that is a positive of having the type of success that we're having. Our goal is to continue to have this kind of elite football program and high-level success. So we anticipate these kind of situations are going to present themselves again.
And how about the fact that, I mean, you guys got some good publicity out of this in the meantime as well, with Chip, you know, maybe going to the NFL, and the fact that he's staying now brings a lot of, you know, eyes to Oregon. I guess that's a nice byproduct of all this.
Well, I think it speaks to the strength of the brand, but this was not a PR move. I'd rather have sleep than PR.
Did you get much sleep last night?
No, very little the past couple of nights.
Did any contracts for your assistants change at all?
No, not yet. Nope.
Was that part of the discussion?
No.
And you did say that Chip didn't have any, you know, wanted to renegotiate or anything crazy like that.
No. Again, like I said, you know, at the end of the year, I had conversations with his agent that were completely unrelated to this, but nothing's happened on that front.
Anything else we haven't touched on?
Thank you for
Thanks,
being
Rob.
here.
Thanks,
Great.
Rob.
Thanks.